of this JOBB. I've been drinking a little bit more coffee, just a little bit more coffee. You know, somebody told me I can't drink no Red Bull, so just a little more coffee.
Same.
To the point, right? To the point I want a Keurig, so
Right.
And I wasn't even a coffee drinker at all.
You drinking too much caffeine. Okay, I'm gonna take up coffee. Cool.
It's a far smaller dose than a
Red Bull.
I mean, but if you go through a couple cups a day, like.
Hey, listen, when I don't drink the coffee, I may drink a Red
How
Bull.
much coffee are you drinking?
Just 1 cup.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You good.
No, but I'll sip on that cup all day. So.
You be drinking that old coffee?
I'll drink it for probably like an hour and a half after I made it. I like cool coffee too. Leave me alone.
So y'all like room temperature water and room temperature coffee? Like
that's him.
I don't mind it. I mean, because then the flavors that I get, I like real sweet flavors and stuff like that. So even when it's cool, I still like. Oh, I still like this. It's pretty good. Like a chilled coffee.
He don't really like coffee. He likes sugar.
I like the flavor.
He likes sugar. That's what he like.
No, what about you, Camille?
The mayor got me a necklace, and when you shine a light through it, it shows a picture, like on a surface, and it was a picture of me and my granny, and I just started crying like a little kid when I saw it. It was very, very touching. Very touching. Very touching.
Good stuff. All right, Mayor.
Yeah, that's the point that I've gotten to, where it's like I actually prefer like gift giving to gift receiving. Like, I mean, I'm appreciative of everything, but it's like when it comes to Christmas for me, it's like, oh, what's the most like creative thing I can get, or what's like the most sentimental thing, or whatever, you know, like just something that shows like I've been peeping like what you either need or something that I know you would appreciate. So yeah, like that was last year, but I bought Ashley's logo last year for her business.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That was good stuff. That's usually what I like, something, or at least something that you can use for a while that's worthwhile, as well as, you know, thought provoking. So
yeah, and he also got me a weighted heating pad that has a massager in it. So
that sounds like a freaky blanket, bro. Like, why your blanket grabbing you?
It's a heating pad.
On his own replacement, goddamn.
Right, like damn, like you hit the button, he grabbing and moving and shit. Like, why the blanket moving? What's going on?
Right, get warm and massage you, weighs on you.
That's terrible.
See where you guys' minds are.
Hey, listen,
that's where everybody's mind went.
Not a woman. They heard heating pad and they got excited.
Yeah, because of what we talk about.
No, not because of what y'all talked about. Heating pad's a woman's best friend.
I bet. Especially when they can massage.
You know what? I'm not even gonna go there, but got it. Welcome to episode 180 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. How y'all been? I missed y'all and shit.
I'm the Eric J.
Only known as
the Eric J.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports. And normally this is when you would hear Ken say,
it's your boy K, the gentleman.
The gentleman.
The everyday gentleman. But better known as
People's Champ.
Oh, is it People's Champ or is it K Diddy?
It's K Diddy.
Taking that.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Hey man, we don't, you know, we don't do your logo. I mean, not logo, your intro the way you do it. You got to be here to do that. But we holding it down for Ken this week. So, Tim, social medias.
Sure, you can follow us on our social media. Let's see, we'll do the little roulette. Twitter, Technical File. That's TECK. Don't forget to put the K on that motherfucker. Also on Instagram, it is at Technical File. Then you have our Facebook page, which is Technical File Podcast. You can also mosey on over to our Technical File Pod Overtime, which is our Facebook group. We could join in with the listeners, fans, and the fam.
Join the group.
We got www.technicalfile.com. And you can also find our YouTube page, Technical File Podcast.
That's right. This is the part where Cam would normally tell you to share the show. Tell somebody. Tell your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your cousin, your co-worker, your doctor, anybody. Your DoorDash delivery person. Tell them about Technical File. Put us on. We appreciate it. We don't grow without y'all.
Yes, sir.
I didn't see any Tech File Challenge responses, so.
Me either.
I mean, we can roll it over another week. Your favorite, or see, I was gonna say like, what's the best thing that happened in 20? You know what? I'm gonna go with that. What's the best thing that happened to you in 2020? Like, it's a bad year, but I'm sure something good happened. So let's try to find the positive in this shitstorm of a year.
I'm with that.
Like I bought my house personally, so that was
good
stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's something here. There's something. I mean, I had to think about it for a little bit, but it's something here in the year.
What was your 2020 highlight? Like Douche got the new studio. I don't know if that's his highlight, but that's one of them.
Dropped a classic album, Fresh Out of Mode 3.
It's been
classic,
a good year.
I tell you.
It's been a good year.
I appreciate that.
Hey, Dooch, you in my top 10 most listened to artists of the year on Apple Music. I was like, what? Look at all this Dooch. It was like Jay-Z, Drake, Dooch.
That's the way it should be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
That sounds right. That sounds correct to my ears. But wherever you find podcasts, you can find us. That includes Apple Podcasts.
Yes, sir.
Google Podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Stitcher.
Yes, sir.
SoundCloud.
Man, you know what? SoundCloud. Go ahead. We're gonna go ahead with SoundCloud. I ain't got nothing to say. Nope. SoundCloud. Spotify.
Stitcher.
Mm-hmm.
iHeartRadio.
Let's dry.
Amazon.
Couldn't get the out there, so
plenty dust came out there.
It's just
go ahead.
You ever try to blow with your lips dry?
Oh.
Oh, bad. Need to find some water.
Big pause for the calls. Himalaya.
Like a player.
Wooshka. And wherever you're listening to this episode right now, while there, make sure that you like, subscribe, rate, and review. 5 stars better. It helps us, and we appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
For sure. We need all of that. We do not grow without y'all telling people about us, and we don't grow without y'all rating and reviewing the show. Chris Middleton is ungodly. My God.
Anyway. Like, I guess 2K21, like, I finally learned how to play with Chris Middleton. Like, I got that motherfucker.
Man,
broken.
You can spark. Especially if you can play with your back to the basket. Like,
I don't even do that. Like, I call for a screen. As soon as, like, the defender hits the screen, rise up.
But before we get into the topics of the week, we are going to shout out the top listening cities from the past week and our international listeners. So, number one with a bullet, and number one was number one by a long shot. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Shout out to the hometown. Shout out to the hometown coming through strong.
Or what I like to call Adetokumbo, Wisconsin. It is his. No.
Number 2, we got Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Well, thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Number 3, we got Racine, Wisconsin.
Racilla.
Number 4, we got Houston, Texas.
H-Town. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Texas always showing some love.
Texas is always there.
Number 5, we got Brookfield, Wisconsin. Welcome back, Raising the Roof. Welcome back.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Hey. Welcome back. Raise the Roof. Brookfield is back.
I forgot about them raising the roof.
Number 6, we got Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore.
BMO. Number 7. I had to look up how to pronounce this. Yukipa, California.
Sound like Jesus and Miro's code word for white people.
Number 8.
Cool.
We got Cypress, Texas.
All right, Texas, Cypress.
Number 9. We got Appleton, Wisconsin.
Hello, neighbor. Well, he ain't really a neighbor, but hello, neighbor.
Neighbor enough, you know.
Neighbor Jackson.
Number 10. We got Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Okay, Kenosha.
Alrighty, internationally, we have one international, country representing this week. Finland.
Okay.
Finland. Yeah, Finland. Shout out to Finland.
Well, hello, welcome.
This week, like last week's show, was another holiday episode. With that being said, it's going to be a little bit more laid back, a little bit more relaxed than our normal show. Less structured. Yeah, a little less structured. We're just going to flow through it. Instead of me running point, we're going to go like round robin picking topics. So we're going to go in tech order. Tim, Eric, then myself. We'll go round and round till we're done with the topics of the week. That being said, let's get into it. Tyler Hero be shooting, man.
What? Okay.
Jimmy ain't playing. He got the greenest of lights.
Since we talking NBA, let's start off with some NBA. NBA's West and East Players of the Week for the first week of December 22nd to the 27th of the season is Pelicans for Brandon Ingram and Pacers for Domantas Sabonis. Yeah, they both was hooping. Like, you don't agree though? Your face was kind of looking like, eh.
I mean, we just kind of wonder why you started there.
Y'all always wonder why I start there. Anywhere, I just go. Just let me go. Let me live. Let me be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like I didn't see a second of either one of them, but
best way through is
judging by their minute. I mean, not their minutes. Judging by their stats, like it seems like they're balling. Like Indiana is 3-0.
Yep.
So is Cleveland, aren't they?
Yeah, Cleveland's undefeated. Somebody else random. Orlando.
I'm pretty sure Orlando's undefeated too. As we record. And we're recording this Tuesday night.
Right.
It's a bunch of games, like 10 games tonight.
Yeah. It's a lot going on right now. It's a lot going on. Like it's stuff happening in this game too, by the way, that I keep thinking is fouls with the gameplay. Like it don't stop. Like I have the game muted and I'm like, why isn't the gameplay stopping? Like ain't these fouls? But I guess they letting them play.
Yeah. Which always bodes well for Milwaukee. But yeah. So.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to the players of the week.
Yeah, sure. Do you just want to hit the other on-court performance since we're here?
Yes, sir. So well, the only one I wanted to talk about was what was that, Saturday or Friday? Well, Clippers got blown out by
Sunday.
50. Sunday. Clippers got blown out by 50. Bucks got dubbed by the Knicks, and Charlotte ended up beating the Nets. Now the Nets, I think they sat KD and Kyrie that game, and then Woody got hurt.
No, that was yesterday's game.
Was that yesterday?
They played that day. Because KD missed
he got posterized by Rozier.
Occupational hazard, man. When you play defense, it happens from time to time. Ain't nothing wrong
that shows
with
like how
side of a poster.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that shows like my maturation because definitely 10 years ago I'd be like, oh shit, and then I was like, you know what, he challenged the shot, you know,
right?
Yeah, like hey,
you win some, you lose some.
Hey, if it would have been a block, it would have been
it would have been a monster block,
right?
But you're on the wrong side of it.
It happens. It's like on 2K, man. All these contact dunks, man. If you under there. You might end up on the ground. You might just be dead for a little bit.
So that means y'all cool with giving Brandon Knight some slack then for
I always gave Brandon Knight slack. Like, first of all, what was he down there for in the first place? Second of all,
he was trying to play defense.
He's 6'1".
So what? He was trying to put a body on somebody.
Hey, if you go up with that occupational hazard, like that's how you feel. That's how you feel.
He went up and
like,
said, "Rim protector."
Yeah, sure, it was brave, but it was also dumb. Like there was very little upside there. Like, you better go for the strip. Like, don't challenge him at the rim. Like,
That would have been a smarter choice. That would have been a smarter choice.
Well, I guess that one was a live. Like, in that case, just,
He had a nice live
y'all got it.
that he posted, I forgot, on Sunday. I think I was watching the beginning of that game. Yeah. I'm like, he be still getting up there and jamming on niggas, but
I mean, at the end of the day, it's still 6'11", so. Which, again, Brandon Knight, what was you doing?
Right.
So we're going to give the Clippers a pass because it's the regular season and it's the preseason, the pre-regular season.
That they lost by 50. They was down by 50 at halftime and still lost by 50 at the end of the game. That's crazy.
They lost by 51. They lost a point in the second half. Like,
it was 77 points at halftime.
Did y'all even pinch it?
You ain't even make a dent.
Like we got smacked by the Knicks, but 50 is a lot. Like 50.
I thought people had the score wrong. I didn't believe it. I was like, that can't be the real score.
Right. Like, it's bad enough is like by the end of the game, like if you've just been getting outscored like throughout the course and they accumulate it, but it was like 56 to 16 or something like that. Like, like they just came out the gate. Like,
bro, you barely hit 22 by halftime.
Like, if Dallas wouldn't have scored a single point in the second half, they still would have won by 4.
Damn. That's terrible.
Yeah,
I think they said that. No. I want to say that's the largest halftime deficit.
Yeah.
In the shot clock era, I think.
Yeah, in the shot clock era. But it's the pre-regular season, so we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's the post preseason. Let's put it that way.
The post preseason, man.
Yeah.
Listen, as long as you leave preseason in there like everybody else doing, then you can get a pass.
And that's the thing. Like,
I'm giving these teams until MLK Day. Like, after MLK Day, I'll start to like look a little bit deeper into some trends and whatnot. But like they are real. This is really preseason. This is like training camps. Like, they are figuring it out. A lot of teams.
And I mean, like, this is just gonna be a weird year. Like,
yep.
In general, like, so many people are resting, not even randomly, but like they're resting people. People are getting acclimated to fans in the big ass arenas. They're getting acclimated to the new travel protocols. People are going to be in and out with COVID. People are kind of ramping up because of the short off season or the extended off season. Like, it's just there are a lot of moving parts. And like as you've seen so far, like there are going to be a lot of kind of random or noteworthy outcomes where it's like, I ain't never seen some shit like that, but it's like, because we're unprecedented times. I don't think that's an excuse for getting, outscored by 50 points and a half. But at the same time, like, if any year was to produce that type of result, there we go. It would be 2020, 2021. So take everything that happens this year kind of with the eye towards, what people are going through on a personal level, and understand, like, especially teams with like lots of turnover, which again, like the Clippers don't have that excuse. But the teams with a lot of turnover, like you said, like this kind of extended training camp for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm not really tripping. Eric, what we on next?
I was gonna start with NBA, but I don't want to go there since we just did.
The NASA's out here hitting threes like that? What's happening?
See, again, 2020.
The NASA's out here getting second quarter minutes and hitting threes, man. That's wild.
So the San Diego Padres are out here willing and dealing.
They trying to win the World Series this year.
Hey, I mean, they figured like they had their surprise year last year where they made a little bit of a run. So build on that. So 3 noteworthy moves that they made this week. They acquired Yu Darvish from the Chicago Cubs, or at least it was on the verge of happening yesterday. I don't know, was that completed?
Yeah, the Yu Darvish trade was done.
Okay.
Sure.
So Darvish is expected to go with Victor Caratini to San Diego for Zach Davies, former Brewer, and 4 young prospects. The Padres also finalized a deal to acquire former Cy Young winner Blake Snell from the Tampa Bay Rays for their top pitching prospect. They also included a catcher, 2 pitchers, and 2 catchers and a pitcher. And then the top Korean prospect, Ha-Seng Kim, also reportedly agreed to a deal after the Blake Snell trade.
They're trying to retool right now. Then they still got Machado and Fernando Tatis Jr. and they got monsters over there. Like it'll be good to see them in the Dodgers. It's probably the World Series favorites.
You think so?
After all their off season, yeah, it's probably going to be the Padres and the Dodgers. Well, no, they can't. I mean, as far as the
in the West,
the NL championship series.
All right, tappity tap, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I was drawing a blank for a second.
Tappa.
My bad.
Yeah, no, and like only thing I can really comment on baseball is like how they look, and I'm shocked that the Padres somehow found a way to bring back the brown and yellow and make it look good. I actually liked it. So
I still think it's gross, but
I mean, I could see both sides. I don't really think too much of their uniform at all. I just kind of like, oh, they're there, like
That's
pretty
fair.
middle of the road. But yeah, we'll see how that go. When do we know when baseball is starting back up?
I have not seen.
They haven't set a date yet, have they?
Yeah, I would assume at this point they'll probably
time.
stick to their normal schedule.
Yeah,
It's usually around like March. Spring training and stuff.
All right. We did some NBA. We did the MLB. So I'm going to just go ahead and knock out this football. So pick 'em pool. We have the Tech File pick 'em pool with, ourselves and our listeners where we try to predict who's going to win each week. And we're coming into the final week. The final week. Elliot is holding it down the number 1 spot. Shout out to the Elements Podcast.
Did he extend his lead or did it get closer?
He extended his lead. Elliot has 1,346. Meanwhile, Johnny in second place has 1,332. So, Elliot, just one more strong week, and you should be able to lock this up, man. And third, we have Rodrigo, and fourth, Omar, and fifth, myself. I think I'll be able to hold on to 5th place. I just got to not screw the pooch this week. Between Ken and Tim, Ken is still in the lead over Tim by 12 points. 12-point lead. So Tim can definitely come back pretty easily if he gets this week.
Right there?
Right. You right there, man. 12 points.
Am I imagining things or did y'all make some type of like little friendly wager?
I can't remember. If we did, Kim will have to remember.
I feel like there was some type of wager, but I know we always talking about it. So this week, let's make these picks. If you're in the pick 'em pool with us, just grab your phone and make your picks along with us. Might as well. We have the Atlanta Falcons at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers already clinched their playoff spot. I'm not sure if they're resting anybody, but I can see Atlanta winning their last game of the season. Tampa Bay doesn't have too much to play for here.
They don't want their revenge back from just, what was it, 2 weeks ago when they lost the time. Time brought them all the way back. They were just there.
Yeah, they got to win. They got to get payback. They can't, they got to get payback. They got to win.
It's funny because, like, as fans, I mean, like, yeah, you want your team to win, but at the same time, it's kind of like, I mean, this season kind of sunk. Like, winning at this point just kind of makes it work, like your draft positioning worse. So I can see people still being upset, like, damn it, like, nah, you want to win? So yeah, Atlanta gonna win. Because that's what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What's Black Coach, Black City?
Atlanta. ATL.
ATL.
Okay.
Baltimore Ravens against the Cincinnati Bengals. Now
They gotta win.
yes, but because they won on Sunday against the Giants, they're in the playoff spot right now. So if they win, they control their own destiny. They don't need no one to lose or nothing like that. Like they just got to win, and they in. Cincinnati has been playing better, but Baltimore is gonna win this game.
Yeah, dude, I feel like I feel so bad for Cleveland. Like I know we not talking, but because they're in position now to lose their spot because of like they got so close and now COVID just reared his head at the wrong damn time.
Yep. Yep.
Up. But yeah, I'll go Baltimore, like we're
Clean sweep, I'm assuming.
Yes, ma'am.
We have the Dallas Cowboys at the New York Giants.
These sap-sucking mother scrunchies and came back to life and shit.
This game has playoff implications. If the Washington football team loses Sunday Night Football, the winner of this game will be the NFC East champion. So,
which if New York wins, then that's a 6-win team.
Yeah. I'm going with the Cowboys. They've been playing better the last couple of weeks. They got a little momentum. Giannis, stay on the ground, man.
Who fucking number 4?
Andy Dalton has found his window. Well, he's done found his stride with his receivers. He's starting to catch up. Gallup, CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, he's finally starting to use them targets. And Tony Pollard, for some reason, looking like a nice back. So, still fuck them, but they looking better.
So you're gonna pick the Cowboys, right?
No, I'm picking New York because I don't want the motherfuckers to win. What the fuck? Hell no, I'm not picking the Cowboys. No.
But that's his way of being able to come back and say, see, I said they were going, I said they were the better team.
I'm not going to discredit what you're doing, but it's fuck them always.
All right.
Now I'm going to go with the Giants just for comedy's sake. I want to see a 16-10.
It is bodies flying all over the place in this Bucks Miami game, and it is making me uncomfortable. Like they need to stop playing football.
Oh, Miami got the scrubs in.
Like they are just fouling out here. Like it's just bodies all over the place. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. No, I'm rooting for chaos as usual. So I want to see a 6-win team make the win a division. See,
that's why in part, Dallas is playing well over the last couple of weeks, but Dallas fans would be, just to hear them get themselves, like they would talk themselves into really believing like, we got a shot here. Like we made it in here. Anything can happen. Like the comedy of Cowboys fans makes me want them to win this game.
I think the funniest outcome actually would probably be a tie, just because I don't know like the ramifications would be. I'm assuming Dallas will make it.
Yeah, they still have a better record, I believe.
Yeah, because if Washington loses, then they're 6-10. The Cowboys would be 6-9-1.
9-1, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, Miami Buffalo. Dolphins clinch if they beat the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo already got the playoff spot clinched. I'm not sure if they're resting players this weekend.
Did they get the division too?
I don't recall if they're the division.
Yeah, they had because they're at 12-3. So yeah.
Yeah.
Because even if they lose, that's 12-4. Miami will be 11-5. So yeah.
Yeah. They did. They won the East like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I remember them in the shirts.
I'm gonna go Miami.
Yeah, I'm going Miami too.
You gotta win to get in.
Are they starting Tua or Fitzmagic?
I have no idea what they're doing this week. I don't know. It's
we
like
didn't know we was gonna see Fitz until the end of the game in one game. So
they saw that they were about to lose, and they said, "Fitz, yo, please, we just need some stabilization. Just go in there real quick and pull the game out."
All
now
right,
I don't know who's starting.
Now he's doing micro level Fitzmagic wheels, like on a game by game basis. Like it's not even season long anymore.
Well, they need to win. They got the tiebreaker over everybody else, so I'm gonna go Miami. They had more to fight for.
Yeah.
Minnesota, Detroit.
Shit, who cares?
Who cares?
I'm gonna go
Dalvin Cook gonna have a
Minnesota.
career day, bro. He trying to emulate Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna go.
said that last week, and Derrick Henry kind of got shut down. So
What
Hey,
did
listen.
I say?
Hey,
yeah, you can't be that forceful because you hedged it a little bit.
No, I
Like-
said I wanted to see
like-
something to make me believe, and they made me believe.
that
Like that,
was
like that's the type of win I was talking about.
Mm-hmm. We'll get there. I'm going Minnesota.
Yeah, I don't care.
Jets and Patriots. Yeah.
They're both out in the same situation as Detroit and Minnesota.
Listen, Patriots.
I'm going with the Jets.
Yeah, I'm about to say I think the Jets winning. Actually, I think
Jets been winning. They said fuck the number 1 pick. We just go ahead and get these wins now. All of a sudden, for some fucking reason.
Hey, they don't get number 2 if they win or they lose, so you might as well try to win. Yeah, I'm going. Sorry, Cam.
If Cam starts, then black quarterback. If not, then similar to Detroit and Minnesota, I don't give a damn.
Pittsburgh and Cleveland. As Eric mentioned, Cleveland got hit with some COVID protocols. They didn't have no wide receivers. The commentators were like, "We got to look up who this is." Like, I don't know who this is. So for Cleveland to clinch, they're gonna need to win. Like, they don't need any other help. They just got to win in their end. And Pittsburgh, well, Tomlin already came out and said that Big Ben isn't gonna play. We don't know if other starters are going to get rested. My guess would be that they are, just given the fact that they haven't really had a bye week since COVID kept messing that up for them.
Yeah.
So I can see
Although they
them,
did get like 10 days off in the middle of the season.
yeah, unexpectedly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can see them resting players and the Browns winning, but it would also be very Cleveland for the Browns to lose this game. Like just all this hope that's built up, just for it to come crashing down against the reserves of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That would suck. So with that being said, I'm going with Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm going Cleveland too.
Yeah, Cleveland.
Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
Rams need a win.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals need a win.
They got to beat the Rams. They have to beat the Rams.
Both these teams need this win.
But the Cardinals need the Bears to lose, too. They play.
I can't believe them, motherfucker. Well, they won't. So, I'm going to go black quarterback.
We don't know if Kyler might not be playing. And Jared Goff might not be playing.
He got a leg injury. Oh, and he got a wrist injury.
Like most likely this game is going to come down to a battle of backups. Backups that I had never even heard of before today when I read their name. And they're so forgettable that I can't even tell you what the name is, and I saw it earlier.
One of them was Stir for the Cardinals. Last name is Stir or something like that.
If either one of them have a black quarterback, then I'm going with them. If not, then I'll go with Arizona.
If Arizona ain't got...
Neither team going to have a quarterback. Like, I'm trying to think. I think I'm going to go with Los Angeles, though.
Because of their defense.
Yep.
Their defense will disrupt more of a backup than, I'm going with LA. Because Arizona without Kyler back there, you got D-Hop, and you got Kenyon
Got to get him the ball.
Yeah. And you got Aaron Donald chasing his ass. I'm going with Los Angeles.
We have the Green Bay Packers against the Chicago Bears. Packers clinch number 1 seed in the conference with a win.
Mm-hmm.
Bears clinch a playoff spot with a win. Or as we just mentioned, if the Cardinals lose to the Rams, which I think they will. So I guess that's me saying I think that the Bears will be in the playoffs. But not because they beat the Packers. They're not going to beat the Packers.
One, I want to say I am glad that y'all stopped Derrick Henry the way y'all did. Y'all played a hell of a damn game on that defensive end. That snow helped a lot, though. But I'm glad that the shit got to go through Green Bay. That's why we got to win. We can't lose to the Bears. We got to have that shit going through Green Bay. They don't want to come from the South and up here playing in the snow and shit like that. We seen that shit. Derrick Henry had, 2 good runs, really? Outside of that, he didn't want to. Nah, he couldn't even turn his big ass in that snow. He couldn't run up right on Sunday. He couldn't run straight up on Sunday, slipping and shit. Mm-hmm. Couldn't turn the corner, none of that. That was a great job.
They did a good job on the edge too. They helped contain him. Like he didn't have too much room to get anywhere.
And I would definitely bank on our pass defense over any aspect of our defense. That's the one part of our defense. I'm like, okay, if you just got to air it out on us,
Jair
I'll trust our
Alexander is a
defense.
star.
Oh yeah,
He's a star. Like,
so was Darnell Savage.
His star ain't as bright as Jair, but you can see Savage flashing. Like he got the potential to be.
Yeah. I can see
real
Jair
great.
being the top corner in the league within the next 2 years if he's not already.
We're gonna have to pay him like Ramsey money.
Hey,
you gotta pay. You gotta
Also
pay
doing
talent.
business.
You gotta pay talent.
I love when we
especially
have
if you have a shutdown corner, like you can't let them. You don't let that walk out your building.
Yep. But this is what I was talking about last week. Like I had a feeling where it was like this could be a statement game. Like I had a status on this day a year ago about that 13-3 Packer team from last year where I was like, we're here, yes, we're in the playoffs. 13-3 is great, but I don't know about this team. Like I'm still not buying what y'all selling. And it's like the complete opposite feeling this year after seeing that game against the Titans, where it's like, y'all got it. Y'all got what it takes to be a Super Bowl team. You just have to put all the pieces together. Like we legit have one of the best offensive lines in the league, despite injury. Like it's just you plug someone else in, and the line is still going to hold up.
Mm-hmm.
You got Aaron Jones. You got Jamal Williams, who is a great 1-2 punch. And now we got AJ Dillon.
That man is ridiculous, bro.
I see all them people. I want to see all them people that are like, "Why they draft a running back in the second round?" Well, you saw it. That's why.
We wanted them to use him. Like a lot of people was complaining is we drafted a running back in the second round for us not to use him was the issue. But now that they've found their avenue, like, oh, this is why we have him.
I mean,
yes.
He also had COVID,
mm-hmm.
and he was out for like 5 weeks. Like it was kind of a little disrupted of a season. He had to get back into shape too. So,
and I mean, like obviously coming off COVID, like I don't know how fresh he is, but he also hasn't been taking hits all year. So he's big as fuck, and hasn't taken a lot of punishment this year. Like, and now it's December at Lambeau. Like,
yeah,
it's cold as a motherfucker up there, and then I'm slipping and sliding. This big motherfucker bearing down. Dog, he had one run that he smacked some dude so hard that he slid. Like I was like, holy crap, bro.
It was a defense. It was a nose tackle. Like he literally ran through a nose tackle.
And my man slid like 10 yards behind the goal line. I was like, fuck. Oh, this is ridiculous. But yeah.
It was wild. But yeah, I'm going, hey, Bears fans, listen. What y'all have done over the last couple of weeks has been real cute. It's been cute. Y'all
see, I thought you were about to be all sincere, like
right, be nice and shit. She came talking shit.
No, but for real, y'all scored over 30 points with your last 4 games or something like that, which is tight. Like y'all, I feel like y'all think y'all rolling. Y'all feel like y'all rolling, but we're a different level of comp, and we're playing for something. Like we ain't just here.
They're playing for something too.
I understand, but they beat the Texans, the Vikings, and the Jaguars. We ain't that. None of we ain't that. The Vikings have to play for when they met, yeah, but we ain't them.
Oh, didn't the Vikings beat us?
Yes.
So they can't ish, up here.
Y'all
can't see my.
It'd be messed up if they did all this just to not make the playoffs and talk themselves into extending Mitch. Like that's probably the worst possible outcome.
They talking themselves into Mitch. Like he got them drinking the Kool-Aid. They believing.
Like that has to be like the worst possible outcome. Like if you're not gonna make the playoffs, at least be like, oh, we have a new quarterback to look forward to. Nope, wrong.
Big wrong.
C'est la vie.
But yeah, Bears. I will think y'all make the playoffs though. Y'all a playoff team in my book. I think the Cardinals are gonna smoke that. So, Jaguars at the Colts.
Whoever is not the Jaguar.
Indianapolis.
The Colts need this, and they need some help. They need a win, and they need either the Titans, the Ravens, the Browns, or the Dolphins to lose. Now, I think the Colts will win, but as mentioned, I don't think that Miami gonna lose. I don't think Cleveland gonna lose. We haven't gotten to Tennessee yet, but they ain't gonna lose either. So I think the Colts gonna be on the outside looking in with an 11-5 record, but that's just the breaks this year.
That's the AFC this year.
That's the
Seriously, can we trade one of these teams for whoever wins the NFC East? Like, you got 11-win teams not making the playoffs, and then you got 6-win teams winning divisions. Like,
barely skating to the division title.
Yeah. The AFC
and watch them win their first playoff game too, just because.
They probably will. Oh, that would be crazy. The Cowboys.
I would love for it to be the Giants to make it to the playoffs. Go ahead and get that dub for that first team so we can get this easy dub. This national championship. I mean, this NFC championship game.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the Giants in the playoffs. Fuck that.
Yeah, I got too many bad flashbacks.
Yeah, PTSD.
Yeah.
Especially at Lambeau. Nope.
Fair enough.
Fuck that.
Chargers, Chiefs. Chiefs ain't got nothing to play for. I don't know what they gonna do this weekend, but I would imagine that they might be resting some players.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go Chargers.
Plus, it made 15 threes in the first half.
I'm still going with the Chiefs.
Yes, sir.
I guess if they have a black quarterback back then, I don't know if he's playing, but
okay.
Raiders, Broncos.
The Raiders.
I'm going with the Broncos.
I don't care. Never Raiders though, so I guess never.
For sure.
Denver is like the Hornets of the NFL. Like I just can't. Like I have no. Well, not even the Hornets anymore. I guess the Magic. Like just a team I have no type of opinion on whatsoever. It's just like they exist.
It's not even their fault this year. Like they just got hit with injuries so hard that they just did what they could do.
They lost
what they had. Yeah, like they didn't have too much to play with.
Like, Drew Lock inspires nothing in me. Like one way or the other, I'm just like, okay, he's an NFL quarterback. Like, he just again, it's like when your best player is like Nick Vucevic. It's like I can only invest so much.
Hey, Vucevic is decent, man. I've been wanting him on the. I've been wanting him on the Bucks for years.
He's fine as a player, but if he's your best player, like your ceiling isn't very high, but your floor also isn't very low. So they're like pre-Giannis Bucks.
That's fair. That's real fair. All right. We got the Saints and the Panthers.
Saints.
Black quarterback.
I'm going with the Saints. They still got something to play for. They trying to sneak in to the number one spot.
That's why we got to play.
Exactly.
Okay.
We got the Seahawks and the 49ers.
Resting them.
Same. That's why Packers, you got to win that game. Otherwise, y'all going to be playing next week. We got the Titans and the Texans. I got the Titans.
Yeah, Tennessee needs to win. And
black quarterback.
Can
we talk about try hard as J.J. Watt?
Go ahead, man.
Like, if you want to light a fire under your teammates, like, through the media, whatever, that's your prerogative. But, like, doing all that pandering to fans, like, they pay their hard-earned money. They, like, they care about this team and yada, yada, yada. Like, all you doing is kind of like, I don't know. It's so, ugh. Yeah, if you want to play. Like, it's just, it seems disingenuous to me, personally. Like
you don't think he was really that mad about that?
I don't think that he cares that much about, like, fans' passion for, like, is a reason to do your job. A reason to do your job is you get paid for it. A reason that you do your job is because you care about football, like, and your personal safety and well-being. But, like, I can't imagine that his, like, reverence for the fan rates as high as he wants people to believe. Like, it just sounds good in the quote, and it's good for his brand. But I'm cynical when it comes to J.J. Watt and his – because he always says the thing that, like,
Right thing to
middle
say.
America wants to hear. Like, fuck out of here. Personally.
Hey.
But anyway, you got the clip?
Yes, sir. Hold on one second.
And they still want you.
Ain't the whole clip like 5 minutes long?
If you can't come in and
No.
put work in the
Minute
building,
30.
go out to the practice field and work hard, do your lifts, and do what you're supposed to do, you should not be here. This is a job. We're getting paid a whole lot of money. There are a lot of people that watch us and invest their time and their money into buying our jerseys and buying a whole bunch of shit. And they care about it. They care every single week. We're in week 16 and we're 4-11. And there's fans that watch this game, that show up to the stadium, that put in time and energy and effort and care about this. So if you can't go out there and you can't work out, you can't show up on time, you can't practice, you can't want to go out there and win, you shouldn't be here. Because this is a privilege. It's the greatest job in the world. You get to go out and play a game. And if you can't care enough, even in week 17, even when you're trash, when you're 4-11, if you can't care enough to go out there and give everything you've got and try your hardest, that's bullshit. So that's how. I think there are people every week that still tweet you, that still come up to you and say, hey, we're still rooting for you. We're still behind you. They have no reason whatsoever to. We stink. But they care, and they still want to win, and they still want you to be great. That's why. Those people aren't getting paid. We're getting paid handsomely. That's why. And that's...
I don't know. I think my man's was genuine on that one. I think.
Like he sound like, get your shit off, man.
Because he mentioned, he mentioned the money. He mentioned the fact we're getting paid. Like, this is a game. You're getting paid for this, man. Like, have some respect. All I heard in that clip, I'm not going to lie to you, was J.J. Watt saying, figure out how to get me to Green Bay. And listen, J.J., I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure out a way.
She crushing the numbers.
I'm figuring it out, man. I'm figuring it out. We got anybody else? Oh, yes. Last but not least, the Washington football team against the Philadelphia Eagles. If Washington wins, they're in. It's a Sunday night football. Ain't no Monday night football this week. Everything is decided on Sunday. Red Zone channel is about to be popping.
Mm-hmm.
Black quarterback.
Yeah, I'm going with Philly. I'm looking for chaos. I need the Giants and Philly.
I'm not going to lie. When you said black quarterback first, I was like, Dwayne Haskins ain't playing no more.
No, Haskins gone, bro.
Yeah, man. He got cut. Partying with strippers with your mask off, and next thing you know.
Somebody put a picture.
Sorry. With Haskins, like, yeah, for sure. Like, he was garbage. And if you heard my rant about James Harden a couple weeks ago, I also don't agree with, like, his behavior during a pandemic. But at the same time, like, I think that lesser quarterbacks have gotten longer leashes.
So yeah, then what he got?
Yeah. He hasn't even finished year 2, and I feel like cutting him before week 17 was just an extra, like, we want to embarrass you type of move. Like, it was one extra week and you still don't have to pay him for it. Like, cut him quietly in the offseason and move on. Like, this just feels like an extra, like, dig the knife in deeper type of deal.
It could be
again, like, he hasn't.
I said it could be more going on with him behind the scenes where they just like, you know what, listen, you got to go.
That's true. It could be.
Rivera's good with covering for franchises. He's a good. We're just gonna make sure we just sweep, and there's a whole bunch of bullshit behind it. Like, he's good with being the front.
He's
man.
a good shield.
Kind of cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be a lot more going on with Haskins behind the scenes. Where they're like, listen, you got to get the fuck up out of here.
It just seems like from jump, and again, like, he's been immature and he hasn't played well enough on the field to even engender anything. So again, like, I get it. Like, I don't think anybody expected him to be back next season. But again, like, cutting him now, before week 17 just seems kind of like a personal message to him.
It was
which kind of taints him for his next potential job, which is, again, like, if you're done with him, be done with him. But to kick him in the ass on the way out the door just seems extra to me. But again, like, he hasn't done anything really to warrant any type of defense. So learn, like a lot of players have said, like in the wake of him getting cut, it's like, learn from it, be better from it, and move on. But we'll see.
And there you have it. Everybody going Philly this week.
Yeah,
Yes, man.
So
because again, Alex Smith might not even play at this point. So like,
yeah, he might
they
not.
were so done with Haskins. Like, starting quarterback be damned. Like, we'll go with Taylor, whoever the fuck his name is.
And they probably gonna trick that off. But yeah, that's the slate for the week. Then we get into some playoff football, man. I'm excited because again, my team has made me believe that we got a shot this year. Like the Packers got me believing. So looking forward to the playoffs.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Up next, we got so we always laugh when teams be doing the self-imposing thing, like the self-imposed restrictions and bans and stuff like that. So the Arizona basketball team does a self-imposed 1-year postseason ban as a proactive measure. So, quote, the University of Arizona is self-imposing a 1-year postseason ban on the UA men's basketball program as a proactive measure in its ongoing NCAA enforcement process, the school said in a statement. The decision is an acknowledgement that the NCAA's investigation revealed that certain former members of the MBB staff displayed serious lapses in judgment and a departure from the university's expectations of honest and ethical behavior. Is also in accord with the penalty guidelines of the NCAA for the type of violations involved. The decision also reinforces the institution's commitment to accountability and integrity, as well as serving the best long-term interests of the university and the men's basketball program. What I heard is they trying to just make sure they get their own kind of penalties on themselves and like, hey, please, son, don't hurt me some more. No, that ain't how this shit work, bro. Just because you punish yourself don't mean.
You see, I know I did wrong. You see, I'm punishing myself, so don't do no more. This is
exactly.
This is all I deserve. What I told you I deserve.
So now your players sitting there looking all crazy and shit because you ain't in the postseason this year.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't self-imposed, but it kind of worked for the Bucks. Like, they were cooperative with their investigation. They only lost the second-round pick, so.
Nah, bro. NCAA still gonna get on their ass. Like, nah.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because like, I think that self-imposed sanctions kind of works when it's like minor violations, but the stuff that they were accused of, like, and have tacitly admitted to, I think warrants more punishment. So, a 1-year postseason ban also ain't shit. Especially in a year like where this year, who knows if we'll even play
March Madness or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. They may have a bubble situation for like the.
Well, they said, I don't know if it's necessarily a bubble, but they did say it would be all play at one site, right? That was announced.
Or like between two cities or something like that.
I thought it was just one. Like, I thought they were just going to Indiana.
It could be. Maybe they was trying to decide for sure. I have to double check.
I don't know.
Double back on that one.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Right.
So I'll go to the Rockets. They had a lot of shit going on. Starting with the fact that they had to postpone their opening game against Oklahoma City because they didn't have enough active players to field a team. I think they had less than 8, which is the limit. That was because 2 of their players tested positive for COVID, being Ben McLemore and Kenyon Martin Jr. And then because of their teammates' close proximity to them, they were flagged for close contact. So so John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, Eric Gordon, and Mason Jones, who's their 2-way player, each received 7-day quarantines. We're sidelining them for the canceled OKC game, their game Sunday against Portland, and their game Monday against Denver. So those 4 are expected to return to the lineup Thursday against the Kings. And then James Harden, old Jimmy.
Oh, James.
Jimmy James Harden.
Yeah.
He was found to have violated the NBA's health and safety protocols when he attended a private indoor party on last Monday night. League protocols, among other things, prohibit attending indoor social gatherings of 15 or more people, or entering bars, lounges, or clubs. or similar establishments. So I know initially it was reported that he was in a strip club. He made sure in his
Defense.
statement that to clarify that he was not in a strip club. And it's like, that's not what you got in trouble for.
Right, he
It's
did have a
because you were
mask
in a
on.
club, period. Like, you didn't have a mask on, you were out partying. Like, it doesn't matter if you were celebrating a friend's success, whatever. Like, you're not
Promotion,
supposed to
whatever.
be in gatherings of 50 more people, or you're not supposed to go to
Exactly.
clubs or lounges, whatever. Like, night spots are off limits, regardless if they, shaking cheeks or not. Like, it don't matter. Like,
And
so
where was your mask? Smiling all big in the camera, all that teeth. I shouldn't see no teeth in a pandemic. I should be seeing a mask, sir.
also, if you're gonna do dirt, keep your circle
Keep it
tight.
low.
Like, why are people allowed to have cameras around you? Like, you keep getting in trouble because people keep filming your ass out places. Like, I'm sure you got a big ass crib. Just invite people there
Honestly.
NDAs.
and NDAs and take phones when they come in. Like,
I'll send you the
you're gonna
pictures
do
later.
it, just do it smartly. Like, the only reason that we even know about this is because the shit was posted on social media. Like, you gotta be smarter, fam. Like, I know you're trying to get out of town, but like, you costing yourself money because you don't get paid from the games that you win.
Well, anybody that he interacts with when he do things like that, which is why it's an issue, is because it's the other players around him too. Like,
Well, no, none of the players got quarantines because of contact with.
no, I'm just saying, like, you have the odd, like, things like that can happen though. Like, they'll quarantine him before he come in, but he's missing out. Yeah, he got his other teammates and things like that. But let's just say one time he takes a trip and he brings somebody else with him. It's James Harden. I mean, it's gonna be a fun trip. Get one of these younger cats with him or something like that. Like, if things keep going like that, it can just trickle down.
Similar to the other half of the outbreak. They got him hemmed up this week. Like, teammates
They went to
hanging
the
out
barbershop.
together in some apartment getting haircuts, and they got flagged. Like, yeah, like, you just got to be smart during these times. Like, they gave you the rule book. You know what you can and what you can't do. So stop doing what you can't do. Like, you can't it's that simple. Like, just follow the rules. Just do what you're supposed to do.
He still turn around and drop 44 though.
Yeah, he did. He looks like he's in terrible shape too. Like, he does not look like
that
he's
motherfucker is cooking.
He does
I
not
think
look like he's in
been doing this for
basketball shape.
years. Like, just because it hasn't gotten out. Like, he's been, clubbing and then coming in the next day and dropping 50. Like, that shit. Like, James Harden,
That's him.
for all his faults, like, that man is a bucket. Like, we throw that term around loosely. Like, James Harden is literally a walking bucket. Like, it doesn't matter. Or at least it hasn't caught up to him yet. So
Not yet.
That's a good point.
if it's one thing he gonna do is he's gonna give you 40.
All right. So I'm going to hit some rest in pieces real quick. I'm going to just combine these two. First, I want to say rest in peace to Utah running back Ty Jordan. The statement that was issued about his death mentioned that they believe that it was an accidental shooting where he accidentally shot himself. So I just want to say rest in peace to that young man. And also rest in peace to John Huber, aka Luke Harper in WWE, who passed away this past weekend. He passed away after a long battle with a lung issue, not COVID related, but just a lung issue. He was only 41 years old when he passed, caught a lot of people by surprise. So definitely just wanted to say rest in peace to him as well.
Sure.
Man.
I still I really liked Luke Harper. I think he was Brody Lee is his AEW name.
Yep.
Obviously I don't think I've ever watched if I have watched AEW, it's been like 5 minutes, so I didn't see him there. But I remember he was always like one of those underrated guys in WWE. Like, where he was just real solid. Like, he had a good character, his ring work was solid. Like, he's one of them dudes that you just root for because you're like, he got something. Like, I like watching him. I like his storylines. Like, I remember he was in that Randy Orton Wyatt feud where they met at WrestleMania, and it seemed like they were kind of setting up like for a 3-way pause, for a triple threat, which I think I shouldn't even say thing, which definitely would have been better than what we got, which was like Bugs projected on the rings and Randy Orton winning the title again for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, like his work during there is like, he knew Randy wasn't really with them, and like, but Bray couldn't see it for whatever reason. He was like, the way that they played that whole situation up until like they basically took him out of the feud, which is like super interesting. Like I feel like that was a shot to kind of make another star, and they blew it. So, but yeah, like he was a very important part of like the Wyatt family, which was like one of the best things that they had going for a long time. Yeah, just a really good, solid wrestler.
And he actually ended up winning a TNT championship from Cody over in AEW. So, yeah, a lot of wrestlers had a lot of good things to say about him on social media and stuff like that. So, it seemed like a real good dude, and thoughts and prayers to their family.
For sure. Tim?
I guess we'll go ahead and finish these out, not necessarily on a high note, but Memphis guard Ja Morant, he had a ankle sprain. A lot of people was kind of nervous yesterday, came back out. He got hurt on the court. They had to
It did not look good.
But then he came back with a boot on his foot. Luckily, it's just a high ankle sprain. He's going to be out like 3 to 5 weeks. Then you got Karl Anthony Towns. He dislocated his wrist. He's going to be reevaluated weekly. The injury has been deemed short-term by the organization. Kevin Love, the Cavaliers forward, he reevaluated.
Wait, real quick. Can we go back to Karl Anthony Towns real quick? I don't know if you guys saw his comments about just like basketball and life in general, but I am really praying for this young man. Like, this has been a really rough year for him. Like, he lost 7 family members to COVID, and you can tell he's still just trying to find the light in that dark tunnel. Like, he is going through it, and definitely just thinking about that young man. Like, if y'all are praying people or you send energy, whatever it is that you do, think about Karl Anthony Towns a little bit. Like, he needs that.
So like, just imagine, not to bring it back to it, but like, just imagine him seeing shit like James Harden or Dwayne Haskins and like people like not taking this shit seriously, and then he's like, man, like my family's been decimated by this shit. Like, just like look out for your people, man. Like, that's like NBA calls themselves a family. Like, what y'all do affects the next person. So just think about that shit when you're like, oh man,
look out.
I just want to be out here doing whatever I'm doing, like it's bigger than you, it's bigger than basketball.
Cavs forward Kevin Love will be reevaluated in 3 to 4 weeks with a right calf strain. Warriors center Marquise Chris, he is done for the season with a broken right fibula. Also gone for the season would be Spencer Dinwiddie, the guard for Brooklyn Nets. He has a partially torn ACL in his right knee. This was a contract-ish year for him because he got a player option. But that really sucks for both players to be gone for the season. Dinwiddie had a fan in me, I'll tell you that. Really
Brooklyn got to find a new starting lineup. Like, I mean
Karis LeVert is probably just going to fill in for Dinwiddie, which...
See, I get from a talent standpoint, like, yeah, he's the next dude up. But honestly, I would keep him on the bench. Like, his game really doesn't like, you're kind of wasting his minutes if you're playing him heavy with Kyrie and KD.
Yeah. Like, that's why Nash wanted him to be that 6th man. Like, he was trying to hype him up. Like, you can be like the Ginobili of the team. Like, you come off the bench and, you get yours. But
like, honestly, I think Shamit will probably be the best.
You can plug him in with that lineup.
Yeah, and then that just gives you an extra shooter. And he can kind of create a little bit off the, like, not a lot, but like if they close out hard, he can kind of attack a closeout, and get some more space. So
yeah, and but also
they'll do what they're gonna do.
Dinwiddie might be able to come back. He's not technically ruled out for the season. It's a shot. It's a shot.
Which I don't think I've ever heard a partially torn ACL before. Like, that seems.
Like, I don't know if that's worse or what. Like, I don't.
Yeah. Like I guess maybe like then it can you don't have as much to heal like if it's only a part of it, but
Mm-hmm.
although I think what it's been explained to me, not in this instance, but like anytime somebody sprains a ligament, like that's technically a tear. So maybe it's just like a ACL sprain.
Yeah, well, it could be. Well, whatever it is, I hope that it has the shortest recovery time possible for that young man.
I'm bust their ass at full strength in the playoffs.
Yeah, man. This Bucks team, it got some potential. It got some potential, y'all. It got some potential.
And I was telling Tim before you signed on, like I actually don't mind them struggling. Like I like I feel like in past years, especially last year, like things have come a little too easy to them. Like they never had to actually make adjustments and try to figure out ways to get better. It was just kind of like maintaining, their high level of play. But it's like the playoffs is all about like adjusting when you get punched in the mouth, and if you don't have any experience getting punched in the mouth, like you don't know what to do. And trying to figure it out at that juncture is difficult, as they've proven the last 2 years. So I think that being challenged more in the regular season is going to pay dividends to them come playoff time. And it will actually force them to make adjustments on the fly, during the regular season. So.
And Dante being what he has been early on, like if that's something that we can look forward to being consistent, the Bucks are in a pretty good spot. Chris Middleton, I had to go on Twitter and just say, like, I've been a Chris Middleton fan, I've been a Chris Middleton defender, and yet and still I feel like I owe him an apology because I don't respect his game enough. Like Chris Middleton's game has always been smooth. It comes real easy. So I never think about like how much work he puts in to make that game even better every year. Like he gets better every year, and I don't think about it that way. But like he had a career year last year, and he's getting off to an incredible start this year. Like the man is really, really good at basketball, and I think he needs to get a lot more credit than what he gets. Like if he keeps playing this way that he's playing, his contract's going to end up not being an overpay in the least bit. I'm just saying.
The thing, to date, like he has played up to his contract. Like
yes, he has.
Like
yes, he
quiet
has.
as kept, he was their best player in that Miami season.
Yes, he was.
Miami series even before Giannis got hurt. So, but yeah, and also Drew Holiday has really impressed me. Like. And it was kind of alluded to in that piece about John Horst in the Athletic today. But like, I was kind of like, before they made the Holiday deal, I was kind of like, I don't know if he's necessarily the top target to go out and get just because he's so similar player type wise to Eric Bledsoe. It's like, there isn't much room for improvement there from what you already have, but the way that they play is completely different. Like, even if they have like they have the same strengths and weaknesses, but like the way they go about doing things is completely different. And just the way, like, it was explained kind of perfectly. Like, Horst explained, like, he was saying that he's kind of in the middle of Giannis and Chris, like, game speed wise. Like, he plays under control like Chris does, but he actually has more athleticism, more burst, more he's more dynamic than Chris is. So like he's further towards the Giannis end of the spectrum in that regard, but he also plays under control and he's just so smooth and strong as fuck. Like he's
super strong. But one thing with Drew, and I'll move off the Bucks. This ain't we ain't on them, but they're playing right here, now.
So we can stretch out a little bit.
He ain't here to monitor the Bucks talk minutes. But no, Drew Holiday, he makes better decisions than Eric Bledsoe made. Like, that's one thing about his game that stands out to me. It's like when Bled would be running full speed down the court, I would be thinking at the time, like, is he going to get down there and realize that he moved too fast for his body again? And then he just either throws it up or throws it away or something bad happens or what. But it's like Drew is running because he saw an angle. Like it's running with a purpose, and he processes what he's seeing. Like it seems so much quicker, and he just makes so many more better decisions than Bled made in those situations.
You know what that reminds me of on a much lower scale, but the comparison actually makes sense. It's like going from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers. Like similar level of talent. It's just
Mhm.
like one is much more deliberative. Like their
Yeah.
decisions make sense as opposed to just going reckless 100 miles per hour. Like if Favre cocks back and throws at you, like something gonna happen. Like I don't know if it's gonna be good or bad for us, but something gonna happen. Whereas like Rodgers cock back and throws it downfield, you're like, oh, he saw somebody wide open and this is a
Mhm.
touchdown. Like
I could definitely see that. That's yes. That is
again, like
that
obviously neither one of them are Rodgers or Favre, but just the comparison in that regard. Like I get what
play
I get the
style
analogy.
difference. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Who went last?
Tim did because he's talking about injuries. Um, da-da-da-da. Oh, so just because I like being messy, Bradley Beal had the following to say on Russell Westbrook's arrival. He said, "Just from a professional standpoint, our work has been great every day. We haven't had that. I promise you, in my 9 years of being here. So, seems a little pointed about the professionalism that was in Washington prior to Westbrook getting swapped out for John Wall.
Hey, John Wall might be on that James Harden.
Oh, that definitely. So honestly, like that, we'll see like how they mesh in that regard. But it does seem like personality wise, a better fit for both teams.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't know if Houston necessarily wants to lean into that, but
They leaning now.
They ain't got no choice now.
They leaning now. But
Yeah.
yeah. All right, let's go to the radio. Normally, this is where I cue Ken in to explain to the people what the radio segment is if they're new here. But since he's not here, I'll just fill you in, all you newbies. So the radio segment is a weekly segment that we do here at Tech File where we highlight music done by an athlete in some way, shape, or form. Sport adjacent, pretty much. So this week, or wait, before I get into this week, we do this like a real radio station. We have Tim as our DJ. DJ, give it to me.
Give it to me.
Dooch is our engineer. And right now we're going to be in our backstage production meeting where I tell the guys what the song selection will be for the week. And we get into the specifics and all that good stuff. So, fellas, this week's song is going to be by Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq Diesel. I know I got skills.
I know I got skills.
Never been a modest one that Shaquille O'Neal has he.
Never. Can you blame him?
When it comes to rapping, you know.
Hey, Shaq ain't the worst rapper though. Like, there's been some
That's
bad
even-
NBA rappers, but Shaq ain't on the Shaq. Shaq got to be leaning on the good side of NBA rappers.
Damn, what the fuck?
I would say that.
Sorry, TNT just cut away from the Bucks. Like I get it, but as somebody that can only watch the Bucks game right on TNT, kind of wants to team.
But
Anyway,
yeah, Tim, do you want the music to start before you talk, or do you want to like cue in Dooch when to start?
The music can start, and then I'll talk over that.
All right. Eric, could you count us down to go live on air, please?
dude, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Tim,
Tim, it's on you, bro.
Is it on me? Oh, it's because you called the radio. All right.
We only got like 2 things left.
All right. So in an NFL first, Panthers offensive tackle Russell Okung will receive half of his $13 million in salary in Bitcoin. So as a part of a partnership with InStrike, and thanks to creative payroll solutions from the Panthers, Russell Okung will fulfill the goal he set when he tweeted, "Pay me in Bitcoin." So just to kind of clarify how it works, the US dollar for Okung's paycheck goes into an account that is controlled by Strike with Okung as its custodian. When the dollars arrive, it is automatically converted into Bitcoin. So when he gets his paycheck, he sees Bitcoin in his Bitcoin wallet. Everybody's hopping on the Bitcoin train. He's the NFL first, but it's a lot of athletes that's kind of slowly switching over to getting paid that way too. I'm like, it's crazy, but they saying it's the way of the future. So a lot of people are trying to hop on now.
Bitcoin is worth more than gold right now, ain't it?
Bitcoin is crazy.
That's what I thought. Yep.
I mean, it's a very volatile market though. Like,
yes, it is.
Crashes and booms like regularly. So be careful. But I see the vision.
Do.
If you're gonna gamble, I can see that's a high risk, high reward gamble right there.
Right, and it's also, I mean, I guess from an investment standpoint, like, do you really want to put all your eggs in one basket? Like, that just seems like,
or it's just a big
very.
buy.
I mean, he getting half his salary.
I mean, I'm saying, like, if his entire income is coming in Bitcoin, it's like you're kind of at the mercy of the Bitcoin market.
No, he only got half of it, though. Yeah, only half of his salary is going into Bitcoin.
It's half of his 13 going into Bitcoin. So half his eggs in Bitcoin, half.
He's making sure he got some leverage. Because if the whole 13 mil was going in there, then everybody kind of be like, "Skirt, I don't know about all of that, boss."
Skirt.
Yeah, I think that's what what's the name was trying to do too. Dinwiddie.
Yeah,
he was trying to get paid.
I think
the NBA wouldn't allow it.
So he had to do his own.
Which shit. I mean, like at the same thing, like if the same way Okung is doing it, like then it's just one extra step. Like
right, you get a medium. They convert your paycheck into Bitcoin and give it to you on your account. It's the same shit.
So instead of the net setting it up, like Dinwiddie just has to get paid, and then, I mean, it's probably some tax thing that's involved there. So, but.
Well, the Panthers had
that's
to do
above
some
my pay grade. Let's put it that way.
They had to do some creative payroll solutions, and they probably was like, "Man, we ain't gonna do this shit." They were like, "Man, we ain't gonna go through all this extra shit for you." No, sir. We good.
The Bucks are now up to 23 made 3-pointers today.
Historic.
Which is a franchise record.
Start shooting like everybody shoot against us. They break franchise records every
third quarter.
Yeah,
the third quarter.
All right.
And shout out to Eric Name from The Athletic for saying that they treating the Bucks Heat game like a 1/16 matchup in March Madness because they just cut away and not looking at better games.
I mean, it's 110-72 on my screen right now, so.
Oh, it's on Fox Sports?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'll try to.
Last but not least.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I actually had another tampering thing. Did you check that out?
Nope. The Bucks? We already we had mentioned the Bucks.
Oh, because I mentioned it in passing. But yeah, so the Bucks did get docked a second round pick for the Bogdanovich thing. And in other tampering news, the 76ers president Daryl Morey has been fined $50,000 for violating anti-tampering rules. The fine was in response to a since-deleted social media post Daryl Morey made on December 20th regarding Rocket star James Harden.
Y'all know what he said?
It was something like commemorating like an anniversary of something that Harden had done. He claims it was like an auto retweet type of deal. It was something that he tweeted like a year or two ago that got retweeted. And he said he deleted it once he realized. But like again, like that's not the type of tampering that you need to worry about. Like that's just like you got you know every team doing everything short of writing to Giannis like, "Hey, come here, leave Milwaukee," but then you knock somebody for an innocuous tweet, like whatever. You know, LeBron has all but admitted that he forced Anthony Davis out of New Orleans, but you know, the Bucks were 4 days early on Bogdan. All right,
we know how it go, but that's all the topics we got for the week. Any blow the whistles?
No, ma'am.
No, I'm good.
All right, we getting into the draft. I mean, the top 5, but it's a holiday, so it's a draft. Last week was also a draft. That's a whole bunch of forehead in the screen. I was looking at the game and I looked back down and all I saw was forehead. I was like, what's happening? Eric was just grabbing stuff out the way. Anywho. Last week we did a Christmas song draft. This week we are drafting fast food restaurants. Now, we want to be clear, this does include fast casual restaurants. So places like Noodles and Company, Qdoba, they do count. Just want to throw that out there. So let's randomize the order. Who wants their number first?
I'll take it. Awesome.
2. Next,
Stan.
Go ahead.
Tim. Okay. 1, Dooch. 3.
Fuck.
Oh. And I am 4. So let me write this down and then we can get into it. Hold on. All right. Eric, you were what, 2?
That was 2.
I was 4.
That don't count. That's gonna be it.
Dooch was 3. Tim, you was 1, right? Yes,
Man, can you not hear me?
I can now. All right. Tim, number 1 draft pick.
Chick-fil-A.
I was hoping that you would trick this off and that you wouldn't.
I thought you were gonna say white chicken.
I'll go with Culver's.
Damn, 2 of the top ones. Man.
I got Culver's.
Okay, hold on. So we got Chick-fil-A off the board.
Okay.
We got Culver's off the board. I'm
let
gonna
me
just
get-
go ahead and. Oh yeah, Dooch. My fault. Go ahead, Dooch. It's on you. Almost jumped the gun here.
Let me get Wingstop.
Okay.
All right.
Back on you.
I'm going to go Cops.
That's a good one. Fuck, I didn't think of that.
And it's going to be a long time before it come back on around again to me. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some chicken. And I'm going to go with Raising Cane's.
That's a good one.
Okay. Okay.
Damn, I just got some chicken. Let me go with let me get Kiss.
Ice cream. Okay.
They got burgers too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with.
I go with local joints.
Not necessarily where I wanted to go, but I'm gonna go with Popeyes.
Love
Hey,
that chicken from Popeyes.
You got to get some chicken on your list.
I'm playing my board. I think I have 2 options that I don't think Tim will take. Both of them at least. So
Well, let's see.
Okay.
Tim.
Starbucks counts, right?
I count Starbucks.
Okay.
They got food.
And They do. They do.
is that your pick?
Yeah. And
It's a real Brookfield list you got so far, fam. You got Chick-fil-A and Starbucks.
hey, everybody love Chick-fil-A. It ain't just Brookfield.
I definitely love Chick-fil-A.
I about to say, you take the drive, it ain't just Brookfield.
Hey, I'm just saying. What's your next pick?
Let me see. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Mickey D's. I'll take it.
It's not a bad pick. Not
My
a bad
guy.
pick in the 3rd round.
Let me get Cousins.
Dang it!
Damn, and I just had it. That's just fucked up.
Mm.
Everybody on y'all list gonna be from the Midwest.
That's the bulk of our listening ship. So
Right, it's mostly Milwaukee, so
Let me get Wendy's.
hey, that chicken sandwich, I'm not mad at it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hang on.
What we gonna do here?
I gotta throw a black establishment in there.
Right, that's why I'm sitting here and I'm like, I mean, I got Raising Cane's though, and I got Cops. So, you know what? I am gonna double down on some hometown love here. But first, let me go ahead and grab. There's so many good options, to be honest with you. Like I'm looking at my board and it's like there's so many different ways I can go here. But let me get Five Guys. Oh no. I take that back.
See, you almost.
I almost messed myself up because I got cops. I got my burger straight. I'm good. Let me go Noodles and Company,
Okay.
That's a good one. Good one.
and then let me come back around and let me get Rocky Rococo.
God damn, that was going.
Let me get Rockies.
Damn, dog.
Yeah, I literally had just started putting pizza places on here because I didn't think about that
My
originally.
last one. That was gonna be it. Oh, so this is my last pick, right?
No, you got one more
No, you got one
after
more.
this.
Alrighty. Hmm. Let me go with I want to do that, but I don't know if everybody fuck with that. Let me get Qdoba. Somebody say Qdoba yet?
Nope.
That's
You
good.
got it. So, I was waiting on Qdoba.
Breakfast. I fuck with their breakfast.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wait, Qdoba breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
I never had their breakfast.
Quesadillas and burritos.
Hmm.
Just unlocked the entire world to me.
Right. Huh.
I'll go with Hardee's / Carl Jr.
That's a good one.
Okay. Okay. Tim, last two. Tim
Um,
got the star power on his list,
I
man.
got Speed Queen for one.
You speak?
Great one.
I'm
Love
not.
Speed Queen.
Hey,
And
they got a drive-through.
you took Qdoba, so
Mm.
Drive through.
I'll go with.
What's up?
See, I wanted to go with Papa Dough, but I didn't know if that's a considered
Wait,
fast
what?
That's a
food.
sit down, fam.
That is
Come
not
on.
no.
It's at a it's at an airport now.
What? So is Chili's.
They got a drive through.
No, they ain't
Does
got
Papa
no
Do's?
drive-through.
Ah.
Come on, man.
Oh,
This man finna say Roots Chris.
Right, bro.
Just go ahead and say
Capital
Burger King
Grill.
and let's get out of here.
I'm gonna go with In-N-Out.
Ew.
I like
I ain't
You
never
In-N-Out.
had
said
it.
ew.
In-N-Out wasn't bad. I liked In-N-Out.
Oh, it's horrible.
I never had it. What's your like? Oh, did you get it too?
Mm-hmm.
He went Speed Queen and In-N-Out.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's a strong list though, Tim.
This isn't necessarily my pick, but I'm just trying to figure out like if this works in the parameters. Oakland Euros, yay or nay?
Is there only one?
Nope. They have
it's
at
a
least
bunch of-
two. I
it's a
think they
chain.
have three.
They got
It's a
two.
chain?
It's one by the
There's one by the
airport, and it has a
'Cause,
drive-through.
It's only one kids, right?
Yeah.
So I gotta pick
See,
another one.
technically kids shouldn't have counted,
Okay, I could pick something else.
but Oakland Euros I think counts.
Okay, so I get to pick two new ones.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I ain't
That's
picked
your-
yet.
Oh, so you're not going with Oakland
I
Euros?
said that wasn't necessarily my pick. I'm just trying to figure out if that's
Lord,
if that's an option.
Bruh, went through all of the whole.
I
The
just
Ricker
want to know what
Ramon.
my options are. Can I know what my options are? I can take a play. I feel like the rest of my list is solid. I can go with the Oakland Euros. So yeah, I will go with that.
Made me delete Oakland Euros just to come back and type in Oakland Euros.
I said the first thing I said was this ain't my pick. I just need to know if it counts.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
If you jumped the gun, that's on you.
So my replacement is gonna be Blaze Pizza,
Oh, I'm not mad at that.
and then my last pick is going to be.
You making your pick. I'm looking at my list. Like, what am I missing here?
So I got pizza, I got burgers, chicken. Damn, I want some soul food. Okay, that was only one place.
Ooh, all right. It's about to be timer for you, dude.
Look at Captain D's.
Dang, I had Captain D. I was looking at Captain D's like this would be a great way to round out my list. Some fish. Now, if I was going Milwaukee, I would say JJ's Chicken and
Yeah.
Fish. But I'm not gonna do that because you know, I'm still not quite sure if all that meat is chicken. So
Just gonna say that. All right.
I'm
for
just
sure.
let that just hang on out there. If you're from here, you know. If you know, you
Yep.
know. The question for the final pick in the draft comes down to: do I want trashy Mexican food with Taco Bell, or do I want to class it up a bit and go with Chipotle?
Chipotle always get me. I always have
Now
stomach.
I don't eat Chipotle. I'm a Qdoba girl, but Taco
I've
Bell
gone
is
back and forth over here.
notorious for
Fucking
also
your stomach
causing-
up.
You want? I was gonna, you want to talk about not sure if all they meat is meat,
But-
but
Yeah. But for some reason, I can't
Taco
say
Bell
no to
does
them.
have a very solid fan base that is very loyal. Like if you fuck with Taco Bell, you fuck with Taco
That's a
Bell.
fact.
You know, Taco Bell got
Like
some
there's
hits
no
on
on
their
the
menu.
fence with Taco
I
Bell.
can't lie. There's some hits on the menu at Taco Bell. So I'm gonna go with Taco Bell. 5th round, I feel like that's fair. Especially when you fade it. Taco Bell is a blessing.
I didn't think I was gonna win the last one either. So
I mean, we got some strong lists. Do y'all wanna read y'all list? Y'all have y'all list? Tim?
I got mine.
Sure. I believe I got Starbucks, McDonald's, Speed Queen.
Chick-fil-A was your number 1 draft pick.
Oh yeah, Chick-fil-A.
And In-N-Out.
And In-N-Out. Yep.
Eric, number 2 draft pick.
I had Culver's, Cousins, Hardee's, Popeyes, and Oakland Euros.
that is a solid list.
Mm-hmm. Dooch.
I do not remember. I know I had Qdoba, Wingstop,
Wingstop.
Wendy's,
Blaze.
and Captain D's.
And I got Cops, Raising Cane's, Noodles and Company, Rocky Rococo, and Taco Bell.
Dang,
That's it.
I should have put a Texas one in there.
Now there's a lot. There was a lot left on the board.
In-N-Out.
As I mentioned, Burger King was not drafted.
For good reason.
I really like Burger King though.
Five Guys,
I love Five Guys too.
Sonic, Shake Shack,
Damn, I didn't think about Sonic.
Panera, Potbelly.
Overrated.
Which one?
Panera.
I mean, you paying like $15 for
Which
a
makes it
sandwich.
overrated.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. The
I
price
got-
could come down.
I still got Subway, Arby's, KFC, Pizza Hut, Papa John's.
Krispy Kreme, Subway, Panda Express.
I don't know about Krispy Kreme.
Hey,
I know they got a
man.
drive-through and everything, but
Donuts
that's
ain't-
Hey,
Like,
man.
the donut
and
shop.
And Speed Queen count.
That's a fact. It's only
I
one.
feel like
Speed Queen got
Krispy.
a menu.
Speed Queen is food.
But it's only one.
But hey,
But they got a drive-through.
Krispy Kreme got a drive-through.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Speed Queen, I let that go. They got a drive-through. You gotta have cash, but they got a drive.
Right, you gotta have. I'm like, dog, it's 2020. We still only gonna have cash.
You gotta have cash.
Only.
Only.
I'm like, bro, y'all making shit so difficult.
Mm-mm.
But
They're making it
no,
easy.
I understand. They make it easy,
Make
but
it
you gotta make it. Why you gotta make this so hard?
Making it easy hard. But
But speaking of your number 1 pick, Tim.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Hey, that's number 1 with a bullet. Like number 1. Chick-fil-A is even the fruit, I'm gonna get the fruit medley. Like it's like everything is delicious. I don't know. It just I don't know. Chick-fil-A is really good. But that's the show.
Politics was better.
Yeah, we gotta separate the politics from the chicken. But that's the show this week. We hope y'all enjoyed it. Wishing y'all a very safe and happy new year. We hope that 2021 brings you prosperity and beautiful things to come your way. If you'd like to follow me on social media, you can catch me
Wait a minute.
on Twitter, Instagram, and PSN at Camille Monet, CamilleMonae, because
Your mom is fancy.
thanks, Fake Cam.
Just because I've been doing the update throughout the show, with 7 minutes left, the Bucks just tied the NBA record for most threes in the game.
Just need one more in 7 minutes.
But you can find me at Bucksburner on Twitter.
That's how you get.
Yeah, got it right.
We also want to make sure y'all send some shout outs and prayers to Ken, things like
For
that.
sure,
You know,
for sure.
check in on your boy.
This is normally where he would sign off. Tell y'all to follow him on his social medias. Everyday_gentleman.
Just listen to last week's episode.
And it's your boy. Go ahead to sign on off. It's your boy TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. I wish you well. Happy New Year. Be safe. We'll see y'all next year.
Peace out, y'all.